Hello everybody, and here's another video from Sapien Recruitment. My name's Nana, and as always, I'm gonna give some information that hopefully will be helpful to people who work in the IT sector in London. Now, today's video is aimed at contractors supplying services to clients. And I'm gonna discuss IR35 as it's being brought to the private sector. Now, currently, IR35 has been rolled out to the public sector with some, let's call it, interesting results. And the government has decided it's going to roll it out to the private sector as well. So I thought I'd make this video just to help people to know how to avoid falling foul of this law. Now, IR35, what it is it's something the government decided to do to try and prevent people who are actually employees setting up a limited company and working for another company just to avoid taxes. And that's fair. There's probably some people that do that. My view is there's a lot of people who are actual contractors who don't get sick pay when they're absent and take a lot of risk by being a contractor, and yet the government expects them to be taxed just like a normal employee, which I personally feel is a little unfair. So here are the four things that might be useful to you. One, make sure you're in control. If you're a contractor, your client has every right to ask you to do something, but it's up to you to determine how success is achieved. That's a very important thing. Two, the right to substitution. That means that if you're unavailable, you have the right to bring in another professional to complete the task or to take over for you for the rest of the project or a period of time. And that's something that if you have the ability to do and exercise is a strong indicator that you are not under IR35. The next thing is mutuality of obligation, which essentially means that if your client offers you work, you're not obligated to do it. Same way, if you're available, the client isn't obligated to provide you with work. That's all it means. And the final thing I'd mention is that you have some business risk. That means if you're doing something for your client and you mess up, your company is liable. And essentially, that's why a lot of contractors will have indemnity insurance or public liability insurance. So if you're, say, configuring an email system and you don't do it properly and you destroy servers, data, whatever it is, the client can then come to you and ask for compensation and your company is liable. Hopefully you'll have insurance in place so you can actually take care of that. So those are the four main things. There's a few other things like if you use your own equipment, if you're treated differently to other employees. For instance, if they come in and something's gone wrong, you're asked to go home while other employees are asked to stick around. Things like that. So it's a good idea to keep a diary as well if possible. And yeah, so if you have those things going for you, you should be safe from any claims that you are indeed trying to milk the tax system and you're not a true contractor. Hope this has been useful. If you'd like me to give a bit more detail, let me know in the comments. You can email me hello@sapienrecruitment.co.uk. Either way, I always love to hear from people. I hope this has been helpful and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.